Welcome back to the channel. So, with Newcastle set to sign Elanga for a reported £55 million, just where are Newcastle in terms of their development and what can we expect from them for this coming campaign? So why exactly have they dropped such a sizable fee on Elanga? Because the name might not be too familiar to a lot of viewers. However, this is a guy who played for Nottingham Forest last season in a very successful campaign. And if you watch Nottingham Forest over the course of the season, they very nearly secured Champions League football. They came within a whisker of doing so. And this was an extremely well-drilled team. So who is Anthony Elanga? Well, he's Swedish, he's 23 years old, so he's very familiar with Alexander Isak. And you've already got a little bit of chemistry there, which is always a plus. It's not always a guarantee, but it does help. He's a right winger by trade. Often he would appear on this side, but he is capable of playing on the left as well. So why are you reinforcing the right-hand side, particularly when Jacob Murphy had such an incredible campaign? I think back to a couple of seasons ago when Newcastle had a campaign in which Almiron was the star of the show. This guy could not stop scoring, and yes, he faded badly towards the end of that particular season, but for all intents and purposes, he was exceptional. And the offers did come in. They arrived for him and Newcastle turned them down. And at the time, I can remember thinking, this is a mistake. With players like this, sometimes they do have exceptional campaigns. Sometimes everything clicks and you have yourself an absolute superstar. But there's no guarantee of longevity. There's no guarantee of that continuation in the upcoming campaigns. And that indeed proved to be the case. And Almiron found himself on the bench and the rest is history. The phone stopped ringing and the offers stopped coming. So I think that in this case, Jacob Murphy, with his age, I don't think he'd be able to secure the move away, but you are securing yourself a long-term upgrade who is Premier League proven. He scored 6 goals, 12 assists over the campaign. Those are respectable figures in the Premier League, so good bit of business in my eyes. In terms of the team as a whole, I think they've got a good bunch of players and some exceptional players. A sprinkling of world class maybe, or maybe the tier just below. For me, what stood out for Newcastle is that midfield, the industry of Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton and Sandro Tonali. It's just an engine room. It works so well. And it's the cohesive unit that supplies the bullets and ammunition for Isak to do the damage at the other end of the pitch. Then you've got Anthony Gordon, who is an incredible footballer, lightning fast, and now you've got Elanga from the other side. That, to me, looks like an incredible two-thirds of your team. I still have reservations about the goalkeeper. I think that they can do better than Nick Pope, and I think that sometimes the defence is a little bit lacklustre. They're not as tight as they were a couple of seasons ago. But my main concern is the fact that the last time that Newcastle qualified for the Champions League, and yes, they were hard done by against Paris Saint-Germain, the referee absolutely bottled it and awarded the penalty. Newcastle definitely should have taken the win in that game. But over the course of that season, it was fairly conclusive that what Newcastle struggled with more than anything was a lack of strength in depth. They were found wanting. And the truth is that when Isak can't play football, they do not look as good. You are forced to compromise by putting Gordon through the middle or playing the likes of, well, they've relied so heavily on the likes of Callum Wilson in recent years, but these are injured players who do not guarantee you a healthy return each season. I think that you need to strengthen a little bit more to address those shortcomings in the team planning. Nevertheless, I feel that this is a good bit of business, it's a step in the right direction, and I look forward to seeing what else Newcastle can do with the summer, particularly if they're able to keep hold of their stars, because to this point, it does seem like the most likely scenario is that they will finish the summer with Alexander Isak, Tonali, Guimaraes and Joe Linton still playing at St James's Park for the coming campaign. Let me know your thoughts, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Take care.